Yeah, welcome, my respected youngsters. Receive my respects, salutations because of the divinity in you. My appreciations, congratulations because of your being regular to attend and learn these things. My gratitudes because of you I am also able to study these great shastras, and my wishes and prayers that this knowledge you will learn soon deeply and then make use of it to make your life beautiful and your presence adding to the beauty of the entire world. Like every day, today also, 7 things we do in 1 hour 10 minutes time. The last one being Narayana Katha Upanishad learning. Before that, Valmiki Ramayanam. Only 3 more shlokas are there. Two we'll see today. Tomorrow we'll conclude. Before that, we'll have our Srimad Bhagavad Geetha. Two shlokas, essence exhaustively explained to you. Today we'll take up the third one and explain all the three put together. Okay. Then before that, our Vedic chanting of Taittiriya Brahmanam. And before that, we have our Sahanavatu. Before that, Sankalpa. First and foremost, the first one is like every day, today's one common sense thought. Today's thought is this one. Okay, let us try for this and try for this by all means. And by any means, all means, every means. If this happens in us, understand that we are the most lucky ones, fortunate ones. What is that we have to try for? What is that? When we gain, then we are the luckiest ones. You know that? And that thing is what? Our own personal, what do you call the Viveka? The ability to think independently is awakened from within. That day when it is born, the true, genuine ability to do the Viveka or the thinking from within Mano, all your study of Gita and Shastras, all your doing other upasanas if you are doing, all your noble life lived, punya lived, all the grace and blessings of God are fully on you. मान लेना इस बात को. Do you mean to say we don't have discrimination now? Do you mean to say we don't have the Viveka now? We have, but that is borrowed. As much it is borrowed from others, so much we are returning it to them along with all its works. Viveka uska fal sare there. That is why we are not growing in life also, nor in spirituality. And only when the Viveka grows from within, the ability to discriminate or think, and we use it rightly, that really we evolve in life. No, no, like Arjuna, so many gave him Viveka throughout his life. No, grandsire Bhishma, the Guru, Drona, Krishna himself gave so many times, Yudhishthira gave, Vidura gave, but they are all borrowed one, so it never helped him. But in that Yuddha, Kurukshetra battle, his own Viveka has woken up. Therefore, he asked for the question. Bhagavan understood. He gave answer in such a way, essence of our Upanishads. That's what Gita every day we are studying, with which Arjuna could sort out all his inner and outer doubts. Okay? Who has taught Prahlad ji थी भगवान is ultimate, he alone is everywhere. उनको अंदर से वो विवेक जागृत हुआ, not बाहर से. You know the story of Nachiketas, which we are chanting nowadays, Katha Upanishad. From where the Vivek has come to him, nobody gave. It has come from within only. So my own genuine Viveka, when it wakes up, no, then I don't need any other outer support, or other outer support may come to me, I will use it. Not like today, that even though the help support is coming, but we are not using. Because nobody's help will help us. Our own help will help us. So see that the Viveka is Jagrata from within. The thinking, the discrimination, the pause and pondering, etc., from within has to wake up. All our study, all our classes should lead to that. Let it take 1 day, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, never mind. Clear? Now, what is the meaning of the Viveka waking up is, okay, in the world, first of all, why we are getting defeated, why you are getting humiliated, why you are getting disappointed. Let it awaken from within that question, first of all. To that question, the answer will be inside only, you will find. It is my undue importance given to them, it is my undue expectations from them, and it is my ignorance that they are also individuals with their shortcomings and priorities. When I don't have this clarity, then I expect from the things and beings, and again I get disappointed. Like the parents to the children, or children to parents. So parents should know, okay, children also individuals. They came with their own prarabdha and vasanas. They have their own prarabdha with other people also. They have their own maturities and immaturities. They have their oन प्रायोरिटीज. अब ये सब नहीं बताए पेरेंट्स को, then even though their expectations are selfless, good and noble, they won't be fulfilled. Then they suffer. मैंने क्या कम किया मेरे बच्चों को, इतना पैसे बचा बचा के उनको इतने बड़े स्कूल कॉलेज में पढ़वाया, ये कराया वो कराया, फिर भी टुडे इज अगेंस्ट मी, अपोजिट टू मी, he never listens to me. Yeah, you what you have done is correct, but the other thing, just because you do all that, that fellow should behave, it is too much expectation. He came with his own vasanas. He came with his own purpose. If the parent don't know that, then they suffer. In the same way, you in your friend circle. But why that person is not responding to me? Arey, that person is like that, that's it. Why are you bothered? You do your work. One thing is this, Viveka say, apna inner Viveka say, that dukkha, disappointment you drop. How you do it, I gave you the idea. Second one is what? Is that everybody is giving only as dukkha? They are giving sukha also. Now here one important discussion. I know you will not catch it. 10 lives लगेगा तुमको. फिर भी मैं share करता हूँ कि when they are giving me the sukha or happiness, what sukha they are giving? They are messaging me. They are saying I like you, I love you. They are helping me here and there. They are giving me some eating to things to eat. बस इससे तुम खुश हो गए. ओरे मूर्ख, compared to that, there are many other better sukhas. The four sukhas are what? You yourself give happiness to that person. Second, you give happiness to everyone in the world. Third, you make the Lord happy by the upasanas. Fourth, the highest happiness is you discover yourself. Now, the sukha we are getting from the people, actually it is a murkhata only because it is blindfolding us from the other higher sukha. Because we are caught up in that only. We are not even thinking that kuch higher be possible hai. That I mentioned you. I am blindfolded in this when I get sukha from others, that I also can give them. That I can give, if to this stupid fellow, to everyone I can give. And I, by following what Lord says, or upasana, puja, or bhakti to him, I can make Bhagavan also happy. Finally, I can discover my own independent, happy inner self. But is there anybody in this whole country, whole world, thinking about these higher happinesses? No. Why? They are depending on happiness on others and they are not getting it from others. Therefore, they are frustrated, failure, miserable people. Now use your own inner dimag, awakened dimag, to think in these lines and understand the fact. Okay, these are the two things. Now the third one is what? Once we have seen with regard to the people outside not getting disappointed and all, you only give them. The other aspect is what? In your own achievements of goals of life, goals of spirituality, you use your awakened buddhi and see where are you going wrong, how to set it right, what are the things to be done, why I am not doing them, what are the weaknesses in me, how can they be overcome. Once that buddhi gets awakened, and we become pakka in our understanding because of the awakened buddhi, and we also discover the solution for it, and we start applying it, and when it becomes one with us or natural, there is no problem in the life. But जितना तो मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. Once you do this one, that your buddhi is already always awakened, you are become a giver rather than the receiver. Therefore, the whole world is never a burden to you. And regarding your achieving goals, worldly or the spiritual also, you have the crystal clear picture because my buddhi is awakened. My own personal buddhi, not a borrowed buddhi and never used buddhi. Like I am giving you all this. These are all borrowed buddhi. इसलिए तुम लोग मेरे को वापस देते हो और मैं दोबारा तुमको देता हूँ, कल फिर से तुम मेरे को देते हो. ये ऐसे ही चल रहा है. शादी में जो गेंद एक दूसरे को देते हैं ना, इस तरह से. But if it is buddhi awakened to my own self, I use it for me. If it is your own buddhi awakened, it will be helpful to you, useful to you. To me, it happened to me that nobody need to tell me how to avoid outer misery. Nobody need to tell me how to achieve outer successes. Nobody need to tell me how to avoid the inner misery. Nobody need to tell me how to achieve my inner successes. So then spirituality. Once you come to spirituality, you should know why the tamoguna is becoming overpowered, how to remove it. How the rajoguna coming too much, how to remove it. How to develop the sattva guna. You are human being ना, पैजामा तो नहीं हो. तो ह्यूमन बीइंग मीन्स बुद्धि होना है. बुद्धि दिया भगवान ने, बट हम वापस भगवान को दे रहे हैं. वी से आई डोंट वांट टू यूज इट. भगवान सब यूज करूंगा बट नॉट द दिमाग. दिमाग को दिमक लग गया हमारा. वी आर नॉट अवेकनिंग इट. When our buddhi gets awakened and rightly utilized, na, we are the master of our life. When our buddhi doesn't get awakened, a typical youth, खुद का दिमाग काम नहीं करता और दूसरों का दिमाग यूज नहीं करता. And why it happens? Because of arrogance, ego again. I don't want anybody to tell me. चलो ठीक है, खुद ही जानो ना. No, what I am doing is correct. Both are egos only. तुम कौन होते हो मेरे को बोलने वाले और मैं जानता हूँ. अबे तू नहीं जानता रे, जानता है तो ये सब सड़ेगा नहीं. You will not suffer like this by your failures, by non-performances. But do you think a youngster will listen to that? He will not listen only. He will not listen anything, and how will he listen these very ego-touching things? That's how they just waste that precious energy of that youthhood. अगर उनका खुद का बुद्धि अवेकन हो जाए या गुरुओं को सुनकर खुद का बुद्धि को अवेकन करे, so then they will mold those age of 16 to 35 40, those 20 years, they use him such a way, use those years कि they become such a great achievers for themselves and the world at large. Okay, too much is enough. Ponder over it. It's a common sense thought, but little heavy, subtler one. Oh Lord, bless me for my own buddhi to awaken within, and may I use it for saving me myself from the outer world's problems, for making me happy in the outer world by my duty and service, not expect from them. And inside also, let me be achieving with my own buddhi the good and positive things by eliminating negative. And may I use my awakened buddhi for my own true spiritual sadhana progress also. I am praying, and when it is given to me, when it gets awakened from within, I will make use of it. टेक द एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ प्रहलाद, नचिकेता, अर्जुन. वो अपना खुद का बुद्धि यूज किया, इसलिए उनको पता चला क्या करने से नाश होगा, क्या करने से विजय होगा. तो दे डिड व्हाट गिव्स देम विजय. फॉर यू व्हाट इज प्रॉब्लम? यू डोंट हैव योर ओन, यू डोंट टेक फ्रॉम अदर्स. यू मीन्स एनी ऑफ द पीपल, नॉट नेसेसरी यंगस्टर्स, बट यंग एज में वो स्टार्ट होता है, इन गोज थ्रू आउट द लाइफ. व्हाट? neither I have my own buddhi awakened, nor I take from others. Even if I take, I don't use it. Taking, not using is listening to satsang every day, but not at all using it to change oneself. In later on, blame not the God or Guru. वो तो कहते हैं, we have given you the best, you have not used. We are not at fault. Right? Thank you. ओम परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्त ब्रह्म भक्ति योग धर्म विद्याचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो नमः. ओम श्री कृष्ण परब्रह्मणे नमः. गीता मात्रे नमः. वेद व्यास महर्षि नमः. श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. रामायण महाशास्त्राय नमः। वाल्मीकि महर्षिये नमः। अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः। तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषदुक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्य बोध सिद्ध्यर्थं श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणेतिहासोक्त भगवद्भागवत ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रह प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः साम्प्रदायिनां शास्त्राणां गुरु शिष्य भक्त भगवत परंपरायाः पुनरुत्थान जागरण विश्वव्याप्ति विश्वाध्यात्मिक प्रगति शांति कल्याण एकता पूर्वविवृद्ध्यर्थं अस्मिन् धर्म संस्थापने कंकणवद् अस्माकं सह सर्वेषां महानुभावानाम् आचार्याणां गुरूणां भक्तशिष्य साधक सेवक उपासकानाम् आश्रमाणां संस्थानां पूर्णायुरारोग्यैश्वर्य क्षेमस्थैर्यधैर्यवीर्यादि समस्त शक्ति संपदा सानुकूलता साधनानां प्राप्ति बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुघ्न निर्मूलना प्रेरणोत्साह प्राप्ति द्वारा धर्म संस्थापन कार्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्री राम मंदिर शिव मंदिर कृष्ण मंदिर आदि समस्त मंदिराणाम् आश्रमाणां पुण्यक्षेत्राणां विश्वविद्यालयानाम् अवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापन साधना यज्ञ उपासनादीनां द्वारा विश्वे धर्मोक्ष पुरुषार्थ प्राप्ति द्वारा विश्व रक्षण विश्व पुरोगत्यर्थं ये सनातन धर्मस्य वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृतेः भारतवर्षस्य बाह्याभ्यन्तर शत्रुवः तेषां समूल निर्मूलनार्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां युवानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्म भक्ति भगवद्भक्ति गुरुभक्ति शास्त्रभक्ति सत्संगभक्ति देशभक्ति धर्मभक्ति मातापितृभक्ति द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक कार्यक्रमाणां शास्त्र अध्ययन अध्यापनानां मध्ये शांति मंत्रोच्चारणं तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मण वेद पारायणं श्रीमद् भगवद्गीता पंचदशोध्यायस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्रीमद् वाल्मीकि महारामायण बालकांड प्रथम सर्गस्य संक्षिप्त रामचरित्रस्य पारायणमध्ययनं श्री कठोपनिषदः पारायणं वयं सर्वे जन्म साफल्यार्थं मोक्षार्थं विश्वकल्याणार्थं सनातन धर्म कल्याणार्थं च करिष्यामहे। आदौ श्लोकाः स्टार्ट। ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। ॐ गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ओम अथ वेद मंत्रोच्चारणम्। ओम श्री श्री वेदमात्रे नमः। श्री 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 वेदमात्रे नमः। श्री कृष्ण यजुर्वेदीय तैत्तिरीय ब्राह्मणं द्वितीयाष्टकं तृतीय प्रपाठकः। अथ एकादश मंत्रात् आरभ्य। या 16 just 6 minutes listen. ॐ अपुष्यन्नक्षत्रैरपुष्यत्पञ्च च ॐ तस्य वा अग्नेर्हिरण्यं प्रतिजग्रहुषः अर्धमिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामत् तदेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् तेन वै सोऽर्धमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्त अर्धमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्ते य एवं विद्वान् हिरण्यं प्रतिगृह्णाति अथ यो विद्वान् प्रतिगृह्णाति अर्धमस्येन्द्रियस्यापक्रामति तस्य वै सोमस्य वासः प्रतिजग्रहुषः तृतीयमिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामत् तदेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् तेन वै स तृतीयमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्त तृतीयमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्ते य एवं विद्वान् वासः प्रतिगृह्णाते अथ यो विद्वान् प्रतिगृह्णाते तृतीयमस्येन्द्रियस्यापक्रामति तस्य वै रुद्रस्य गां प्रतिजग्रहुषः चतुर्थमिन्द्रियस्यामेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् वै स चतुर्थमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्त चतुर्थमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्ते य एवं विद्वान् गां प्रतिगृह्णाति अथ यो विद्वान् प्रतिगृह्णाति चतुर्थमस्येन्द्रियस्यापक्रामति तस्य वै वरुणस्याश्वं प्रतिजग्रहुषः पञ्चममिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामतु तमेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् तेन वै स पञ्चममिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपाधत्त पञ्चममिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्ते य एवं विद्वान् अश्वं प्रति गृह्णाति अथ यो विद्वान् प्रति गृह्णाति पञ्चममस्य इन्द्रियस्यापक्रामति तस्य वै प्रजापतेः पुरुषं प्रतिजगृहुषः षष्ठमिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामत् तमेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् तेन वै स षष्ठमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्त षष्ठमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्ते य एवं विद्वान् पुरुषं प्रतिगृह्णाति अत यो विद्वान् प्रतिगृह्णाति षष्ठमस्येन्द्रियस्यापक्रामति तस्य वै मनोस्तल्पं प्रतिजग्रहुषः सप्तममिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामत् तमेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् तेन वै स सप्तममिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्त सप्तममिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्ते य एवं विद्वागस्तल्पं प्रतिगृह्णाते अत यो विद्वान् प्रतिगृह्णाते सप्तममस्येन्द्रियस्यापक्रामति तस्य वा उत्थानस्याङ्गिरसस्य प्राणत्प्रतिजग्रहुषः अष्टममिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामत् तदेतेनैव प्रत्यगृह्णात् तेन वै सोऽष्टममिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्त अष्टममिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्त प्रतिगृह्णाति अथ यो विद्वान् प्रतिगृह्णान्द्रियस्यापक्रामति एवाङ्गिरसः प्रत्यगृह्णात् तदेनं प्रतिगृहीत तन्नाहिनत् उत्थानस्त्वाङ्गिरसः प्रतिगृह्णात्वित्येव प्रतिगृह्णीयात् यं वा उत्थान आङ्गिरसः अनयैवैनस्तत्प्रतिगृह्णाति नैनगं हिनस्ते तृतीयमिन्द्रियस्यापाक्राम चतुर्थमिन्द्रियस्यात्मन्नुपादत्ताश्वं प्रतिगृह्णाति षष्ठमस्येन्द्रियस्यापक्रामत्यष्टममिन्द्रियस्यापाक्रामत् प्रतिगृह्णीयात् चत्वारि च Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you, friends. Vedic chanting is always beautiful. Now, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, 546 days today. Good. 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga or Purushottama Prapti Yoga or Ksharakshara Uttama Purusha Vibhaga Yoga. This is nowhere said, we are saying here. So, first two shlokas described about the Samsara Vruksha. Almost thoroughly we have studied it. Okay, now what we do? First two shlokas two times, then the third shloka 4 times we chant, and I'll explain you the whole thing. First of the summary, first two shloka kya padha dekhenge 5 minutes, then we see 10 minutes the last one, or the third shloka, then see the gist of it. Okay. Om Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Shri Geetha Sharanam Mama, Shri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Shri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Shri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha, Srimad Bhagavad Gita, Atha Panchadashodhyayah, Purushottama Yogaha. एक द्वे त्रीणि श्लोकानि श्रीभगवानुवाच ॐ ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वम् ऊर्ध्वमूलमधः शाखम् अश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययम् छन्दांसि यस्य पर्णानि यस्तं वेद स वेदवित् अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखाः गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसृतास्तस्य शाखाः गुण प्रवृद्धा विषय प्रवालाः अधश्च मूलान्यनुसन्ततानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. थर्ड श्लोक. न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन चित्वा न रूपमस्येह तथोपलभ्यते नान्तो न चादिर्न च सम्प्रतिष्ठा अश्वत्थमेनं सुविरूढमूलम् असङ्गशस्त्रेण दृढेन chitva. Actually, this is an incomplete sentence. We should chant actually next one also. Tata padam tattva. Tomorrow we'll see that anyway. Okay. Now Ashwatha Vruksha, the people tree. Here the entire Jagat Vruksha, universe Vruksha, Samsara Vruksha, cosmic Vruksha. Okay. No, Jagat, universe, Samsara, world also is like a tree. One by one thing, fourth day, fourth time we are reminding. Okay, first, what is the Moola for this entire universe? Is Parabrahma, Urdhva Moola. Root, like the tree has a root. Tree is a root is a cause, root cause of the tree. The root cause to baat karte rehte har jagah. So the root cause of the whole universe is the Urdhva Parabrahma. Why Urdhvam? Bigger than the biggest. Is there before all this world came, is the cause of the world, is inside the whole world, everywhere. These are the four meanings of Urdhva. Not Urdhva means Upar only. One meaning is Upar, but here in the context, Urdhva is these meanings. Now, Adhashakam. From the Moola, the Shakas came down and the creation got spread. And what are the Shakas? Paramatma's Maya Shakti with three gunas. From the Maya, the Mahatattva with three gunas. From the Mahatattva, the Samishti Ahankara with three gunas. Then that Ahankara gets divided into three guna Ahankara. Saturasic Tamasic. From Tamasic Ahankara, Panchatanmatra, Panchamahabhutas, all the gross bodies. From Rasic Ahankara, all the additional Dharmendriya, Jnanendriya, Antakarna. Samishti. So too, from the Sattvic Ahankara, the Adhisthana Devatas. Then they all enter into the Stula Shariras. Then Paramatma, when he enters, all of them becomes active and alive. Thus the work goes on, like electricity example. That is the second line. We said. Ashwatham. What is Ashwatham? Next moment, next day, it is not the same. It is there because it is avayam. Eternally it is there, but not the same next day. Ashwatham avayam prahu. So Urdhamulam, Adashakam, Ashwatham avayam. Of this universe. Shakas are Upar Brahma Tattva. Sorry, Moolam is Upar Brahma Tattva. The Shakas have come down. It is Ashwatha, never remains the same even a moment. But Avyaya, it goes on remaining as it is now. Chalta rehta. Example of river. Goes on flowing but not the same water. Tree, always there for a long time but not same leaves, branches, everything keep changing. But the tree is there. So too the samsara is continuously changing but still it is there. That is a paradox in it. We have to understand it. Not difficult at all. Like hospital में पेशेंट्स आते जाते हैं बट हॉस्पिटल रहता है स्कूल में बच्चे आते हैं आफ्टर द स्टार्ट स्टडी हो दे गो बट द स्कूल कंटिन्यूस चिल्ड्रन कंटिन्यू देयर मे नॉट बी सेम चिल्ड्रन बट कंटिन्यूस है ना गवर्नमेंट में आती जाती है गवर्नमेंट रिमेन्स द पीपल कमिंग एंड गोइंग आर डिफरेंट लाइक इन द ट्रैफिक ट्रेन्स में आते जाते हैं, but then the people are different, but the traffic goes on. Traffic is always on the road. People may change. So too, this universal Vruksha, every movement changes, but it continues. That Ashwatham Abhyam, that paradox or that tentative contradiction, you have to catch it. There's no contradiction. It is like that only. Now, next one was Chandamsi Asya Parana. The Vedas are the leaves. In a big way, I've explained it. Now, we'll not tell all of that. Two things in that are what? In the Vedas only, for what phala, what is to be done. And what is done for that, what is the phala, both are mentioned. According to the Vedic Jnana, the whole universe is run by the Lord. Clear? Chandamsi Vedas, Yasya Parana. Then Yahatams Veda Saveda Veda. Who knows the entire universe, he has known what is to be known and then what to do and what to achieve also. So this is how the half explanation about the Samsara Vruksha. Now this Urdhamula, the Shakve, Parabrahma is Mula, Avyakta Prakriti is a second Mula Upadana Karana for the universe, Itna Bataya. Now it has got Shakas. Adhaschordham prasrutastasya shaka, tasya shaka prasuda adha cha urdhvam. The branches of that Ashwatha Vruksha are spread niche or upar. So the upar is the upar loka, niche are niche ke loka. The worlds. Adha cha urdhvam tasya shaka prasruta. I explained to you. Then how come these branches are going on spreading or maintaining? कैसे वो शाखाएं बन रहे हैं और मेंटेन हो रहे हैं? आंसर गुण प्रवृद्धा, because of this sattva rajas tamo guna. Explained. Every loka has the different combination of the gunas. Guna pravruddha. And then what are these tender leaves for this tree? Vishaya pravala. For eating these tender leaves or tender buds or the fruits, all the insects, birds, etc. come onto the tree. In the same way, Vishayas are the pravala on this samsara vruksha branches. Therefore, in Brahmaloka also वहाँ के विषय होते हैं, इंद्रलोक वहाँ के विषय होते हैं, भूलोक विषय मीन्स ऑब्जेक्ट्स ऑफ एंजॉयमेंट और सफरिंग. गो टू द नरक आदि, वहाँ भी विषय होता है, वहाँ भी चाय खानी होता है. विषय प्रवाला, like the tree will have the tender leaves, the leaves in this so tender leaves or buds on the universe vriksha are these vishaya. Now the next one was very crucial. Mulani anusantatani. Karma anubandhini. Manushyalok. Mainly in Manushyalok. Not in Devalokas, not in Pashaloka. In the Manushyaloka, Adaha also Mulani. There are secondary roots also from below. And what are those? In every of the Manushya, whatever the vasanas are there in him, they are the Adho which are there in Manushya. And what they do? Karma anubandhini. That is this last point. Like I have my own vasanas, you have your own vasanas. They come as a desires in my chitta for fulfilling that desire. You also have a desire, you work. And the desirable object has to be created, no? So for the creation of the samsara vruksha, as the Brahman was the Mula, and then the Prakriti was also the Mula. Brahman is Nimitta Karana, Prakriti is Upadana Karana. Secondary Mula, Adahacha Mulani. That the individual and total vasanas are the secondary branches. They are made because of karmas and they make us again do the karma. Karma anubandhini. Adahacha mulani anusantadani karma anubandhini. And when you do karma because of this adhomula of the vasanas, we have to get the karma phala. And that karma phala is not available here. It is in different loka, therefore we will be going there. And there also for our sake, specially it is made. लेकिन आलू पराठा है ना मिलता है, उधर मिलता है, वहां गए लेकिन वहां बनाना पड़ता है आपके लिए, बनता है लेकिन तैयार नहीं है ना. Adha cha mulani anusantata. Like Bhagwan created the aloo, not aloo paratha. We make it because our vasanas. Bhagwan created rice, not idli dosa, that we make. because our vasanas. And जिसका जैसे वो वैसा बनाएगा. By this, what we should know? Very two important things. One is in the Lord's creation, there is no problem. In human beings' creation, there's only problem. Therefore, we have to jump from our creation to Lord's creation. And how our creation has come? Because of our desires and vasanas. When we drop them, then we enter into God's creation, there's no problem. How do you drop? By doing what is said by Shastras. Shastras tell us to do those things by which we are tuned to the total, merge with the total, go beyond our individual vasanas and desires. Try to catch as much as we can. व्यष्टि सृष्टि समष्टि सृष्टि होता है. व्यष्टि वाला सृष्टि व्यष्टि के रूट से बनता है. समष्टि सृष्टि भगवान मेक्स. In the समष्टि सृष्टि there is no problem. In the व्यष्टि सृष्टि only all the problems. Like Bhagavan created a human being. What is the problem? But I create friendship about him in my mind or enmity that creates दुख. है कि नहीं? वो मेरा सृष्टि है, भगवान ने नहीं बनाया. भगवान ने बंदे को बनाया, उसको शत्रु मित्र बनाओ कर भगवान ने नहीं बोला. अंडरस्टूड व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ अधः च मूलानि अनुसंततानि. नीचे भी उसके मूल है कर्मानुबंधीनि which prompt the person to do the karma. Because he is doing the karma phala has to be created, and that loka or the scenario also to be created where he goes and enjoys the karma phala. That is how this Srishti Vruksha has got two moolas. One Adimula Paramatma, second is our own vasanas. And because of our personal vasanas also only, Bhagavan creates the world differently for different people. Okay, now we go to the meaning of third shloka. Very good one, very interesting. ऊर्ध्वमूलमदशाकमश्वत्थं प्राहुरव्ययं छन्दांसि पर्णानि यतमेन वेदवित् अधः च ऊर्ध्वं प्रस्तुताः तस्य शाखाः गुणप्रवृद्धा विषयप्रवालाः अधः च मूलानि अनुसन्धितानि कर्मानुबन्धीनि मनुष्यलोके. Only in the Manushya the Adha Moolas are also very well spread. Anusantatani, Karma Anubandhini, which create the Anubandha of us with Karma, because the Karma is done by desire, desire is because of Vasanas. So those Vasanas are the Adho Moola, the Moolas which are there in the human beings, because of which he gets the branches of desires, then he does the next branch of Karma, and then that gives that particular result, and those results have to be made by the God for us. It is not in his creation. इट इज नॉट हिज क्रिएशन मीन्स इन हिज नेचुरल प्योर क्रिएशन में नहीं है. ये वाला भी वही बनाते हैं बट हमारे वजह से. लाइक मेनी शॉप ना रेडीमेड क्लोथ्स वो बनाए सबके लिए, बट हमने क्या हमारे लिए अलग बनाओ तो हमारे मेजरमेंट्स वी गिव, ही मेक्स फॉर अस. मेकिंग इज डन बाय हिम ओनली, द क्लोथ स्टिचिंग, बट अकॉर्डिंग टू माय डिजायर, according to my demand, my order. That's called my vasana. Okay, now come to the third mantra. Bhagavan himself says, I know you cannot comprehend the whole universe cosmos as a tree easily. Why? Because na rupamasya tatha upalabhyate. Yatha vyakyatam, as it was explained in Shloka 1 and 2, of this universe, the Rupa is not seen as I am explaining. It is only I, the creator, I, the Mahayogi. I could conceive it and put in front of you. Now, if you ask me, भगवान आपने बताया कि ये पेड़ है संसार, उसका रूट ये है, अब दिखाओ मुझे, I can't show you. Because what is said is in a simile, in a metaphor manner. Exactly the world is not seen like that, but functions like that. Therefore, don't try to dhundo the world like that, nor force the guru and to say, to asking him, कि आप तो बताए तो था लेकिन बाहर निकल के देखता हूँ मैं, the world is not as you have described. Bhagavan himself is freeing all the gurus from the question asked by all the disciples. If they ask those respective guru, कि जैसा आपने कहा, where is the vruksha samsara बताओ. भगवान ने कहा न रूपमस्य तथा उपलभ्यते यथा व्याख्यातम तथा अस्य रूपम यह न लभ्यते. As it is described, you won't see it like that, like a tree physically. जैसे आप पेड़ को देखते हो ना, रूट्स है, ट्रंक है, ब्रांचेस, सेकंडरी ब्रांचेस, प्रवाह, like that you don't see. Point 1. Nara upavasya tata upalabhyate. Therefore, it is for our intellect to grasp how the universe must have come and maintained for that, but don't expect it to be seen like a tree. न रूपमस्य तथा उपलभ्यते. वेरी क्लियर. भगवान जो कहते हैं अस्य रूपम तथा यथा व्याख्यातम यह न उपलभ्यते. Point 1. Point 2. न अंतः, unless through our jnanam we put an end to the samsara world, it won't end by itself. Nacha adihi, where from it has begun you can't trace. That's a sampratishta. How long it will stay, that also you can't say. कहाँ से शुरू हुआ, किसके आधार पर है, कब तक रहेगा, it cannot be understood. ना अंत न च आदिर न च संप्रतिष्ठा. ना अंत नहीं दिखेगा, ना आदि भी नहीं दिखेगा. ओके. आदि means beginning, anta is end, sampratishta is the in between thing. Okay, nobody can know it. Nanto na cha adir na cha sampratishta. Okay, then why explain what we have to do with it is a very $1 million point. Bhagavan says, the answer is no. Ashwatham enam, this Ashwatha of the universe, cosmos, so virudha moolam, which has got very deep rooted moola of our ajnana and all. What you have to do is, because you are spiritual seeker, in spiritual seeking, world is not the goal, Paramatma is the goal, Prakriti is not the goal, Purusha is the goal, Kshetra is not the goal, Kshetrajna is the goal. No, no, you have to reach to the Kshetrajna and get liberated. Because of that goal's clarity, and we have nothing to do with anything else other than that goal of Paramatma. दिस होल वर्ल्ड जितना डिस्क्राइब किया, एक ही काम करना है उसका कि हमें उससे डिटैच होना है, उसको काट के फेंक देना है. How? With the sword. Which sword? The sword of detachment. Oh. Now this topic actually is very essential for the elders more. So to you, बट उनके लिए तो ज्यादा जरूरी इमीडिएट है. तुम लोगों को ज्ञान जरूरत है, धीरे धीरे उसको यूज करो. Ashwatham enam, enam ashwatha vruksham, suvirudha moolam, whose roots are so deeply gone into suvirudha moolam. What is to be done with that? Asanga shastrena drudhena chitva. We have to do the chedana of that samsara vruksha with the shastra, the sword of asanga, the detachment. Because you have nothing to gain or lose from it. If you get entangled in it, you lose the Paramatma also, and you gain all the dukkha and miseries also. Because it is made of 3 gunas. 3 gunas always create problem. Only already we have studied in the 13th chapter or 14th chapter. Dudhena chitva. Asanga shastra. Then what to do? Only after cutting us under the samsara vruksha that we can pursue Paramatma. That will be told in the next shloka. Here chitva is having done. Having done what? Beta, having gone to school. It's an incomplete sentence. You have to tell, ki study well and come back. Here also, having cut the tree of samsara by the sword of the detachment. भगवान फिर करूं क्या बाद में, कल के श्लोक में आएगा. ततः पदम तत् परिमानितव्यम यस्मिन् गता न निवर्तन्ते भूयः तमेव च आद्यं पुरुषं प्रपद्ये एत प्रवृत्ति प्रस्ताव प्राणी. दैट श्लोका विल टेक 2 days फॉर मी टू एक्सप्लेन. साथ में हम पढ़ेंगे. But here क्या है, how much our description is done of the world, how much ever we are seeing it, how much ever of karma we are doing, the karma phalas coming to us, कभी कभी अच्छे अच्छे भी आ रहे, but all of them are the obstacles in the path en route to Paramatma Prapti, Moksha Prapti. Therefore, if you are wise enough, you want to continue your wisdom, you want to get the Paramatma Jnana and get Moksha, with this whole world, only one relation, Asanga Shastrena Drudhena Chitva. With the Shastra of the Asanga, do the Chedanam of this tree, that in our heart there is no samsara at all. We are purely pursuing Paramatma only. That's why I said it is more relevant for the elders. Okay? That Shastra is the sword. And what is the sword? Asanga. Through Viveka, other than misery, there is nothing in this world. With this wisdom, we have to do the Asanga. That is the Shastra. then छेदन कर दिया कि that the whole world, whatever is described so far, has no meaning or purpose in my life. My purpose is only Paramatma. Okay, then how this sword has to be sharpened? One or two things. Then what is to be done after cutting asunder the tree of samsara? Where we have to go? छोड़ तो दिया संसार को, बस कहाँ जाऊं मैं? आधे में मत छोड़ो आप मुझे. अरे भाई ऐसा नहीं. ततः पदम तत्परिमार्गितम. You have to do the परिमार्गणम inquiry, searching of that परमात्मा. How to do? We'll tell you. So तुम्हारा करना बहुत बहुत पावरफुल. अर्लियर टू श्लोक 1 मिनट बताकर I'll take up from this श्लोक. ओम शांति 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 ही. थैंक यू. ओम आपदाम अपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसंपदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्. श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने. ओम श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः. श्रीमद्वाल्मीकि रामायणं बालकांडं प्रथम सर्गः. अथ अष्टनवति नवनवति तमौ श्लोकौ. So yesterday we saw this one. Dashavarša sahasrani दशवर्ष शतानि च रामो राज्यमुपासेत्वा ब्रह्मलोकं प्रयास्यति. Okay, Bhagavan will rule 11,000 years this Bhumi from the Ayodhya's capital. Okay, as the end time comes, अवतार को समापन करने वाला, that time we will see the Brahma Deva sending the काल देवता to Rama. दोनों के बीच में संवाद होता है. Then Kala puts a condition ki what we are talking, nobody should see or listen. If somebody sees or listens, you have to kill you yourself. At that very then Ram ji kehte Lakshman jaake pehna do, nobody should come. If come, I will kill them. Okay. Before that, remember, Rama already gives Kushalava Rajyam. अयोध्या को दो भाग में करके इधर इधर. There Lakshmana also gives his Rajyam to two children. Madhurapuri comes. Much before that, not Lakshmana, Shatrughna. And Lakshmana and Bharata also give the Rajyam. Matlab, they are never having Rajya. They are with Rama only serving. But their children also established in kingdom. Sab ho gaya. Thereafter, now the departure time mein Ramji ka Kala came, put the condition. Then Lakshmana is giving Pahanedari outside. That time only Durvasa comes. Rishiji. You just urgently have to meet Rama. Durvasa. Lakshmana कहते no, he is talking confidential. He said nobody should meet. Durvasa says no. If you don't allow me, along with Rama, you entire Ayodhya I will do bhasma with my taposhan. Then Lakshmana thinks, yeah, instead of making Rama and the whole Rajya to be killed, it is okay if I get killed. Because that's a better option, no? See that very subtle way. How the Kala works. Then Lakshmana goes and tells Ram ji ki Durvasa ji aaye hai. Then Rama with so much respect, reverence, having sent that Kala, काला जी पता है मैं ये वहाँ से आया हूँ ब्रह्मलोक से. ब्रह्म जी ने ये सारा इन्फॉर्मेशन दिया कि थैंक यू फॉर फिनिशिंग रावण एंड एज यू प्रॉमिस्ड 11,000 years you stayed there. Now the time for you has come back. To come back, you can continue in the Bhuloka if you like it. You can go to any other lokas. You can create new loka, or you can come to Vaikunta. Then we all will serve you. All these options, Brahmadeva, out of so much humbleness, puts it in front of Bhagavan Narayana, who is Rama now, through this Kala. ये सब हो गया. काल को भेज दिए. नाउ भगवान वेलकम्स दुर्वास जी. प्रणाम पूजा. दुर्वास जी को क्यों आया महाराज, कहिए क्या सेवा. इसे मैं 1000 साल से उपवास हूँ. 1000 years. No, I want to break that fast. And why should I go anywhere when you are there as Rama Raja? I came to you. So whatever is ready, you give me. Don't make new thing. तो इमीडिएटली whatever रेडी था बुलाते ले आते हो. दुर्वासा खूब खाकर थैंक यू करके चले जाते हैं. उसका उनका तो काम ही हो गया. But now after Durvasa goes, then Rama thinks, अरे मैंने प्रॉमिस तो किया था वो काल देव को कि whoever comes and sees or disturbs us, talks even, उनको मुझे ही मार डालना चाहिए, now the लक्ष्मण को मारना पड़ेगा मुझे. लक्ष्मण also understands it by then. Then Lakshmana tells Lord Rama, धर्म का अतिक्रमण नहीं करना, आप मुझे मारो, don't worry about this and all. Then Bhagwan Rama says only one word, nobody can explain that one. वहाँ वाल्मीकि जी लिखते, he says, those are so dear to us, so close to us, so loving to us. वो उनको, to them, मुझे जाओ, leave me and go. This is more worst than death only, killing only. तो भगवान रामा नेवर किल्स लक्ष्मणा, बट ही सेज मैंने तुमको त्याग दिया, आई गेव यू अप, त्यक्तम मया, आई हैव लेफ्ट यू. नो फॉर लक्ष्मणा आल्सो, वेयर इज द लाइफ व्हेन द लॉर्ड रामा हिमसेल्फ लीव्स हिम, ही इज लिविंग ओनली फॉर राम. नो दिस इज द वे द अवतार समापन हुआ. डोंट बिकम इमोशनल, बट आई एम जस्ट टेलिंग यू. Then Lakshmana goes quickly. Whatever he talks to Urmila and all that, then goes to Sarayu Tira. Then he takes the Dubki there. Then comes out as Adishesh Bhagwan. Then to do worship puja to him, Brahmadi, all devatas come because he is bigger than them. Then Bhagwan Lakshmana first goes to the Vaikunta, obviously to welcome Ramji next. All of them are there in Valmiki Ramayana. In the next portion, kya hai? Shri Rama announces his departure. Because the time has come, then he tells anybody who wants to go with me to higher world, they are welcome. अब देखो वो स्टोरी इतना लंबा होता है ना इन बोथ वाल्मीकि एंड अध्यात्म रामायण में. Everyone come, every ant, mosquito, even the microorganism also of Ayodhya. Not even one living being remains there. All of them follow Rama. भगवान राम सबको भी सांतानिक लोक भेजते हैं, मुक्ति देते हैं. They go with him, they take dubki in water, they come out with Divya Sharira, they are given the chariot, they are taken to that world. What a great description it is. And before that, how Bhagwan Rama starts from Ayodhya for his final prasthanam. At that time, all the Shankha Chakra, Gada, Padma, they take human forms. All his other Ayudhas, Abharanas, Vedas, Gangadi, Tirtha, Lakshmi Devi, Sri Devi, Bhudevi, every one of them come. The departure of Rama is so beautiful, Re Baba. पढ़ लो तुम लोग जरूर. Yuddha, Rama Pattabhisheka, these are all very important topics. Mahaprasthanam of Ramji. All of them, these divine beings, they all come. Brahmadi Devata, Shiva, Indradi, everyone will come to see. And then all Vanaras, all Bhalu, etc., जो भी थे, हजारों, everybody comes. भगवान tells, मैं सीक्वेंस तो सीक्वेंशियली नहीं बता रहा हूँ, पीछे से बता रहा हूँ. He tells last Vibhishan, I am giving you Chiranjivitva. Till this Mahakalpa is over, you will be there. You now go to Lanka and you continue ruling. That's how Chiranjeevi, Vibhishan is हमेशा होते हैं. To Hanuman also Bhagwan says, you will be the Brahmadeva in the next Kalpa and all. So you stay here only and spread the glory of me everywhere. दोनों को बता देते भगवान. Okay, मेन हनुमान हो गए, विभीषण. What about जाम्बवान? भगवान जाम्बवान, तुम्हारे से और भी काम है. In my next avatar, you will be there. Because you desire to fight with me in this avatar, you can't find. In next only, in this avatar we are friends. How can we fight? तो नेक्स्ट टाइम लगेगा, फिर कृष्ण अवतार में आऊंगा, तब तक तुमको रहना है. तो हनुमान, जाम्बवान, विभीषण are done. Now Sugriva, by that time he already gives the kingdom to Angada, he comes. Sugriva being Surya Amsha, he will be going to merge in Surya. Then all big Vanaras, they are all the Amshas of the Rishis, Amshas of the Gandharvas, Amshas of various Devatas. So every one of them, along with Rama, they take Dipa and they all reach out to their respective abodes. And so many of them, ये वर्णन आता है कि every of the animals, everyone go. अयोध्या। तो इर्द गिर्द के जो टाउन्स वाले या विलेज वाले हैं, दे केम टू सी कि क्या हो रहा है, कैसा हो रहा है। व्हेन दे सॉ दैट पीपल टेकिंग डिप एंड गेटिंग दिव्य शरीर एंड गोइंग इन चैरियट, उनको भी लगा कि यार हम यहाँ जी के क्या करें। ऑल ऑफ देम आल्सो कम, दो हैव नॉट डिसाइड अर्लियर, नाउ दे डिसाइड। देन दे further drama tells Brahmadeva, ये सब मेरे भक्त, they have chosen to come, you give them big loka। और ब्रह्मदेव कहते हैं मेरे से भी बड़ा वाला संतानिक सांतानिक लोक है, all of your bhaktas they reach there, they will stay with you, they enjoy। It's not very sublime. I'm telling you half of it only. So many. That means what? Other than this earth, there are very many subtle lokas. We as a jiva, when we leave body, we go. नीचे के भी है, ऊपर के भी है। अभी हमने देखा ना भगवत गीता में, अधश्चोर्ध्वं प्रसुतास्तस्य शाखा, that is the meaning. So all of that is the meaning of here. Ramo Rajyam Upasitva Brahmalokam Prayasyati. So Bhagavan Rama reached to the Brahmalokam in the Vaikuntha Loka as a Vishnu he goes. Here only. You know, he takes the Vishnu form. In Ramayana also, last two chapters में, he is not addressed as Rama now. He'll be addressed as Vishnu only. हाँ, भरत जी शंख बनते हैं, शत्रुघ्न जी चक्र बनते हैं, लक्ष्मण स्वामी तो ऑलरेडी आदिशेष, श्रीदेवी भूदेवी दोनों आ जाते हैं। लक्ष्मी श्रीदेवी, सीता ले श्रीदेवी लक्ष्मी देवी, भूदेवी भी आ जाती है, नीला देवी भी आ जाती है, श्रीदेवी भूदेवी नीला देवी, these three come भगवान के साथ। दैट प्रस्थानम इज सो ब्यूटिफुल। सो दिस इज हाउ रामायण में भगवान राम जी का गोइंग बैक टू वैकुंठ, दे वर नॉट डाइड, दे केम एज अवतारा, दे वेंट भाई प्रकट कृपाला, भगवान प्रकट हो गए, अब वापस चले गए। ओके, नाउ टुडे वी हैव सीन इट, बट आज वी चैंटेड, आई नॉट एक्सप्लेन टू यू, चैंटिंग भी नहीं किया, अब पाठ करता हूँ, कल एक्सप्लेन करूंगा। इदम पवित्रम पापघ्नम पुण्यम वेदैश्च संमितम यह पठेत रामचरितम सर्व पापैः प्रमुच्यते। The most auspicious Ramacharitra, whoever study, they get freed from all the papa ityadi. And then it gives आयुष्यम, पुत्र पौत्र, ये सारा फलश्रुति तुमको थोड़ा प्यार से सुनना है, तो even if it takes 1 or 2 days extra, I will patiently explain to you. कल हम करेंगे इसको। ओम शांति 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 ही। बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। टुडे श्री राम जी has gone to the Vaikuntha Loka. Tomorrow, whole Rama Katha Shravana Falashruti I will tell you. बोलो श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। We do the arati also towards the end after our Katha Upanishad learning. Now we are learning Katha Upanishad. Okay. Om Ata Shri Krishna Yajurvediya Katha Upanishad. So many times I gave you the reference of Nachiketa. That Nachiketa is the disciple, Yamaraja is the guru in this Katha Upanishad. The story is simple. Nachiketa, 5 years boy, his father Vajashrava is doing the yajna. His yajna kya hai? He wants to go to Swarga. And the rule in the yajna is everything he'll have to give in dhanam after the yajna is done. So yajna is over. Now he was giving dhanam. What was observed by Nachiketa was that the father was keeping all the good cows side away. Only the cows which have become old, which are barren, which cannot yield milk, he was giving them as dakshina. No, that won't fulfill the yajna. He cannot complete it. तो नचिकेता थिंक्स कि ये मेरे लिए कर रहे होंगे, बचा के रख रहे हैं, तो किस तरह से आई कैन हेल्प माई फादर इन कंप्लीटिंग दिस यज्ञ. Then he knows, bright, sharp fellow, like all the cattle and all, I also am his property. According to our Shastras, children are property of the parents. So nowadays, nobody accepts it. अब करो करो, but उन दिन तो वो अलग ही होता था. Therefore, as a property, he goes and father को पूछते हैं, you are giving all this to Dhanam, to every Brahmanas, whom are you giving me? Whom are you giving me to? Whom are you? एक बार पूछा, पापा ने देखा, don't disturb me, मैं कर रहा हूँ यज्ञ. Again he asked, 3 times he asked. Father became angry. Prutyavetva dadami. Today we'll chant all that. I am giving you to the Yamaraj. जैसे कहते हैं ना, when the children are nagging, the parents say, हिंदी में कहते हैं, जा मर, go and die there. In every language this is there. कोई जाओ तेलुगु में बोलते हैं. That doesn't mean literally go and die. जाके मर, लेके खेल के ना मरेगा सेल फोन से, मरो. But that was a yajna going on. And he is Sankalpabadha. Who? The father, Ajashravaha. Because he is Sankalpabadha, even if he says out of anger, but it becomes the true thing. That child understands. He says, संकल्पबद्ध होकर आपने कहा, therefore you have given me to the death, मैं चला. Then the father saying this and that, he is replying to the father, कि Papa, don't worry, I am going. सस्य में अमर्त्य पच्यते आयते आयते पुनः. How many beautiful things that are there. Okay, then Nachiketa goes to Yamalok. How he goes, I don't know. There, Yama is gone to fetch some people. Teen raat, teen din, Nachiketa stays there. No water, no food, no nidra. Yamaraj, his patni and mantris, they give everything to the small child. But he never takes because I am sent by my father. I don't know what for. Till I meet Yamaraj, I will not take anything. No, I am telling you all these things. मैं पढ़ाऊंगा आपको कठोपनिषद का फर्स्ट वल्ली पढ़ाऊंगा मैं. I think रामायण के बाद let us do that only. Anyway, we are chanting, no? पढ़ाऊंगा मैं. वो बढ़िया होगा. Good idea. Beginning of उपनिषद teaching. तो गीता रामायण उपनिषद टीचिंग का मुझे भी आनंद मिलेगा. Let us study 10 minutes कठोपनिषद every day. Mantra, mantra meaning I tell you. Let me see what Lord decides. अभी एक दो दिन है ना हमको रामायण का. Then when Yamaraj comes, the wives and his mantris say, अरे ब्राह्मण आ गया भाई, जाके उनका पूजा कर, नहीं तो all your punya, everything will be burnt. Yamadharmaj does his puja and says sorry, says 3 days I was not there, I made you hungry and all, you didn't sleep, ask 3 boons, I'll give you. Then the child says, take first boon, my father should be happy, hale and hearty and happy, and he should recognize me when I go back. That means send me back. एक extra boon उसी में पूछ लिया, that intelligent child. Second, he asks, tell me how to reach to the Swarga. Then Bhagavan Yamaraj teaches him the yajna, how to do, what yajna to be done to reach to Swarga. Hundreds of thousands of pages book he teaches, everything Nachiketa repeats as it is. यमराज becomes so happy, then he gives अपने गले का माला भी देता है और बोलता है ये यज्ञ आज से तुम्हारे नाम से होगा. And that is for the society. So first you have to clear the debts to your parents by giving them the comfort. Then the society का ऋण clear करना है. Now you can ask for yourself. Third boon, Lakshmana Nachiketa asks, people say after death there is life. Some say there is no. Nobody can give correct answer. You are the only one because you are the one who take everyone. Therefore, what happens after death? Some say people are there, you will continue living. Some say they not. What is the answer for it? Then Yamaraj says he gives all temptations to Nachiketa. Nachiketa ये सब नहीं चाहिए, मुझे उसी का आंसर दो. Then seeing the child very fit, then he starts giving the whole knowledge of the Paramatma Tattva, which is neither born nor dying. All else is imagined, projected on that. Very beautiful is today. Suddenly I felt कि तुमको तो सिखा तो रहा हूँ chanting, but I have not told you the story. All Upanishads have some story, but not as beautiful and elaborate as this. We have Taittiriya also, there are stories. Mrugurvai, Varuni and all. And we have Prashtopanishad also story of the disciples. The Kena we have seen yesterday, Indra, Agni, Vayu, Kahaniya the. But the Katha is more clear. In this Nachiketa's Lakshanas, more than 30-40 gunas, making him qualified for Brahma Vidya, we can see in the entire first chapter, first valli. So I told you Nachiketa Upakhyanam in very short form, without explaining you every of the shloka. Lord wants and you pray, if possible, we do that portion. गुड मेरे लिए भी कि गीता पढ़ाया, रामायण पढ़ाया, उपनिषद पढ़ाया, तो मेरा जन्म भी धन्य हो जाएगा तुम लोगों को पढ़ाकर. Anyway, I taught you other stotrams, plenty of the stotras I taught you, more than 10 of them, 20 of them, and 400 or 300 shlokas I taught you. पिछले 500 दिन हम वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे. Every day, every moment is divinely only utilized. All classes are like that. We don't waste our time. We value your time and my time. सिर्फ परमात्मा को याद कर रहे हैं, स्पिरिचुअलिटी कर रहे हैं हम, वेस्ट नहीं कर रहे टाइम. डोंट थिंक दैट इज अ वेस्ट ऑफ टाइम. दिस इज द ओनली राइट वे ऑफ यूजिंग टाइम. Now we have seen yesterday second shloka. Now third one, which type of cows the father is giving to others, that will be told in the third and fourth shloka. Let us see. Om Ata Kathopanishad Prathamodhyayah Prathama Valli Tritiya Mantraha. Om Pitodaka Jagdhatrunaha Pitodaka Jagdhatrunaha Pitodaka Jagdhatrunaha Pitodaka Jagdhatrunaha Dugdhadoha Nirindriyaha Dugdhadoha Nirindriyaha दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः तान् स गच्छति ता ददत् तान् स गच्छति ता ददत् तान् स गच्छति ता ददत् तान् स गच्छति ता ददत्. Simple. Together. पीतोदका जग्धतृणाः दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः तान् स गच्छति ता ददत् पीतोदका जग्धतृणाः दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः तान् स गच्छति ता ददत् पीतोदका जग्धतृणाः दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः तान् स गच्छति ता ददत् पीतोदका जग्धतृणाः दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः अनन्दानामते लोकाः तान् स गच्छति ता ददत्. Third shloka. Now fourth one. सहोवाच विदरं तत सहोवाच पितरं सहोवाच विदरं सहोवाच पितरं तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगुं होवाच द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगुं होवाच द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगुं होवाच द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगुं होवाच मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति. Four times. सहोवाच विदरं तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगं होवाच मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति सहोवाच विदरं तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगं होवाच मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति सहोवाच विदरं तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगं होवाच मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति सहोवाच पितरं तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगं होवाच मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति. क्या डिफिकल्ट है रे बेटा सीखने में. बी रेगुलर एंड लर्न दैट. एक और श्लोक करेंगे आज. 3 बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति. हो गया. बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनामेमि मध्यमः किगुंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति. 10 मिनट करो तो आ रहा है. टाइम दे दो बेटा डेली so that becomes a habit to you. Don't miss to enjoy the learnings of our Sanatana Dharma Shastras and using them. You all, you are born in India, you are Sanatana Dharmi, you are in Bharatavarsha, you are the most fortunate one. You do all your study knowledge, अभी करो, अभी इस लोक में तो करना पड़ता है. अब मेरे को भी हिंदी इंग्लिश में बोल रहा हूँ कि नहीं तुम्हारे वास्ते, मेरे को इच्छा नहीं है, बट क्या करूँ. More students, those are familiar with English, they can learn करके. It's a universal, international language it is. Universal language is Sanskrit, the language of the heart and the gods. So learn all these things. Beautiful. Okay, 3 shlokas together. ॐ पीतोदका जग्धतृणाः दुग्धदोहानिरिन्द्रियाः अनन्दानाम ते लोकाः तान् स गच्छति ताददत् स होवाच विदरं तत कस्मै मां दास्यसीति द्वितीयं तृतीयं तगं होवाच मृत्यवे त्वा ददामीति बहूनामेमि प्रथमः बहूनाम् एमि मध्यमः किंस्वित् यमस्य कर्तव्यं यन्मयाद्य करिष्यति. थैंक यू. ओम दुर्जन सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जन शांतिमाप्नुयात् शांतो मुचेत् वन्देम्यं मुक्तश्चान्यान्विमोचेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मां तंगमय. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम. श्री गुरुभ्यो परम ऋषिभ्यो परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे ओम तत्सत्. ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. गीता माता की जय. वेदव्यास भगवान की जय. रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. रामायण महाशास्त्र की जय. वाल्मीकि भगवान की जय. बोलो संतन की जय. सतुनाथ महाराज की जय. आज की आनंद की जय. नम पार्वती पदे हर महादेव हर. सर्वत्र गोविंद नाम संकीर्तन गोविंदा गोविंद जानकी जीवन स्मरण जय जय. राम राम. अम्बे अम्बे श्री आत्मा शक्ति माता की जय. समस्त श्रोता भक्त साधक से उपासक जिज्ञासु धर्म संस्थापक मुमुक्ष मुक्तगण की जय. भारत माता की जय. सनातन धर्म की जय. वैदिक हिंदू संस्कृति की जय. अध्यात्म जीवन विधान की जय. समस्त युवा मंडल की जय. थैंक यू. Thanks, Mata.